Hello everyone.
Greetings, my friends.
It's the Jim
and Dave
Beer Review.
Hey Dave, what's on tap for this beer review?
We have a very special beer.
What's that? Ooh, look at this.
And we have very special glasses to drink this very special beer out of.
I believe this is a chalice.
Yes, and this is from the Lord of the Rings collection from back in 2001, I think it was.
Well, I think that works out really well, as in we are reviewing something that looks very Hobbit-ish.
Yes, we are going to be drinking first.
Down
This is a cat beer.
All right, hey. Cat! Hey!
Right.
Where's the camera? Hello! Down, Sony. Down.
Where are my keys?
Oh, boy. Okay,
so
we're just having all kinds of fun tonight.
We've got some Hobbit beer.
Hobbit!
Yes, this is Gollum's Precious Pils.
Gollum's Precious Pils. Now, he wasn't actually in the Hobbit, was he? Oh, yes, he was in the first one? First one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, that works out. All right.
Read this. First, let me just read a little sentence here, and then you can get on to the actual bottle itself.
Yeah, I could read it here, except it's in dwarf.
Yes. Gollum's Precious Pils is a strong Imperial Pils with flavors as smooth as crafty as Gollum himself. I'm really bad tonight. I ain't drinking anything yet. Like the ring which Gollum pursued for the rest of his life, his precious Pils, if your quest leads you to it, could extend your life too.
All right.
At least we'd like to think so. It will, at minimum, make your journey a little more enjoyable.
Well, how about that? It does say something on the label here too.
Over here is where the ABVs and the PVs and all that. I mean, that gives a story about Gollum.
All right, so in case you guys who don't do reading or movies, the tale of Gollum. Once a hobbit named Smeagol, Gollum's body and soul have been poisoned by the power of a small, plain gold ring that he has kept hidden in the dark cavern within the Misty Mountains. Unaware of the true nature of this ring, Gollum knows only that it is more precious to him than life itself. Hence the name Precious. And so the ABVs. Gollum Precious Pils is now with NW hops, Imperial. Look at that. Now, of course, the one thing we didn't necessarily think of as we were doing this is, while these chalices are really cool, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to see through and judge the color. However, somehow I think we'll make it do. Ah, yes, look at that. Well, I see lots of carbonation. It does seem to be very clear. And Dave, I have to be honest with you. I was having some misgivings about reviewing these beers because are they? Well, there's two ways to look at this. This beer could just be a flash in the pan. This beer may not be still in production 20 years from now. So, is it worth our time to do a review because it's going to be gone, or is it more important that we do a review because it has such a short?
It's more important because it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be around anymore. This is
right.
This
may be the only record of it for future generations.
This was.
We're beer historians. Gosh darn it all to heck.
The Hobbit is getting its own beer thanks to the new partnership between Fish Brewing, Ocean Brands LLC, and Bevlink LLC through the feature film The Battle of the Five Armies. Okay. It actually had to do. They made a partnership. They had to agree on stuff, and then they got the right to make this because Peter Jackson don't give out beer to just anybody.
Well, you would think that the family would have something to do with this.
That's fair couple.
When I say family, I mean, of course, the Tolkien family, who I understand may not necessarily be 100% happy with the movies, but what are you going to do? It doesn't follow the book exactly. Too bad. Well, it does have a sort of Pilsner smell to it.
Yeah.
No obvious characteristics that stand out.
It smells like a Pilsner.
Well, it does, straight up. It's very clear, well carbonated. Either way, well, much like Gollum, let's not waste any time.
Yes, big grog.
Oh, cheers, Preston. Say a second, by the way. Ah, nice character for a Pils. A little bit of bitterness on the back end.
Bitterness going down, bitterness coming back.
That was smooth.
Not necessarily bad though, because this feels full bodied. Doesn't taste cheap, that's for sure.
Well, the alcohol is not an overpowering part of the flavor.
It's not hot yet.
Yeah, but you can tell it's there. The mouthfeel, not super smooth. It's highly carbonated, but it's not too bad. There's a bit of tingling on the tongue. There's actually a hint of a sweetness in the aftertaste too.
So if you think about these beers, right? They're 22 ounces, which is basically 2 beers. And then being at 9.0 is, and the average of beer is about 4.5 to 5.
Right.
So it's actually like 4 beers in that one beer.
All right, let me do the math. Oh wait, there is somebody else in the house. Never mind. Oh wait, we have neighbors. That's fine. All right, as long as we're being responsible. I can always call 911, right? Anyway, blah blah blah. This is about the beer. Dave, would you buy this beer? I mean, obviously you did, but I mean, would you after the fact?
Buy it again?
Yeah.
Just because it's Hobbit beer.
Yeah, the novelty plays into it. Certainly, it's like, oh hey, we're drinking something
I have all kinds of collectibles. I have all the movies. I have the statues. I bought the box set thing from the Columbia House way back when with the statues and the Gollum and the Return of the King, the castle thing, the whole
I have a lot of gifts myself.
And I bought all the books, and I got these glasses, and I'm a collector of Lord of the Rings.
Nice. Well, I watch it every New Year's, start to finish, and I got to figure out the right time of year to watch the Hobbit series, one back, maybe Easter.
Are you watching it this year from beginning to end?
Well, it's almost, this is December we're filming this. Oh, I might watch like one New Year's and then the other 2 New Year's Day.
Oh, because I was thinking if you had it, I'd watch the whole thing with you because I have off that next day and all the next day after that. And the next day.
Well, I can adjust the timing. It's fine. Yeah. I'm not set in stone on the days. Cool. Except for the 4th of July where I always do Independence Day.
Yes.
All right, so give it a number, buddy.
I would give this...
Almost had I don't want to say a caramel character to it, but there's a certain sweetness
there. It's a fullness.
There comes another cat.
It's another cat.
The beer cat.
Puff the beer cat.
Puff.
Puff. Puff.
Hey, you're blocking my face, which apparently is a good thing.
Puff.
Yeah.
I'd give this I'd give it 7.5.
All right, so I think in truth that really means 7 because quite frankly, we reviewed a beer that we had reviewed before, we forgot, and it was our first beer of the night, and we gave it a higher number for the first time than we actually gave it when it was not the first beer of the night. So if you followed what I just said, and I could have phrased that better, I think sometimes your first beer, you're like, beer, yay, and give it a higher number. Pilsners are okay. I'm more of a lager to ale kind of guy, which is less like every other kind of beer, which isn't very helpful. Sorry, first beer review of the night.
And wait till we have our 15th. Everything will be just great.
I'm not super crazy about the flavor. Oh, Puff. You leave my camera alone. Puff, come here, Puff. Hello, Puff. Thank you for showing your backside of the camera. I'm sorry, Puff. Come on, you're a good cat.
Get off me, Daddy.
Bye-bye.
This is 1 pint and 6.4 ounces.
So you give it a 7.5, which is probably really a 7. I will give this.
Keeping these vowels.
It's okay. It's 6.5 for me. I like it generally. Wouldn't rush out to buy it. And here comes the cat again. Boy, she is persistent. Hey, don't you sharpen your claws on that chair. That's why we got it.
We did all these tables and stuff.
Yes,
So.
this is the holiday tablecloth, by the way. We don't necessarily use.
What'd you bring out the bell for? You gonna ring the ding?
Yes, every time you scratch your nose, I am going to ring the bell.
I didn't scratch my nose yet.
All right, I'm waiting. That's why I'm waiting.
No.
And then I'm going to experiment. I'm going to ring it one
I'm like
time.
a dog.
I'm going to ring it one time and then see if you have to scratch your nose after you associate enough with that.
People are having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like
All
this.
right, so there you have it. Jim and Dave's beer review.
Yes.
7.5 from Dave, 6.5 for Jim. It's nice. It's fine. Dave might buy it. I wouldn't rush out to buy it. There's other beers I like better. It's fine. It's a novelty.
I might buy it once a year. I wouldn't buy it like every other week.
Yeah. I mean, I like high.
This is something I would buy once a year, you know?
Well, this is the holiday season. We're
Right,
the
holidays.
This is what, the third day of Christmas?
Oh,
now?
by the way, my boss, Joe, thank you very much for turning this on to me. I'm glad you thought of me. He's the one that got me this beer.
Very nice.
So thank you very much, Joe. And,
Unfortunately, Puff is probably the best thing about. Oh, please go right in front of the camera. Lie down. Okay. Can you see me now?
Oh, we're up here.
Hello. We're over the cat. We have no production values whatsoever, quite frankly. All right. Well, anyway, there you have it. Jim and Dave's beer review.
Drink responsibly.
Pregnant women should not drink any alcohol at all.
Do not operate heavy machinery.
Do not drink and drive. Don't be stupid.
Do not watch this stuff on YouTube, you silly people.
Unless you're over 21.
Yes.
Or military service, which is fine.
That's right.
And listen, the reason we're trying all these different beers is because we think it's very important to drink good beer.
And have a good laugh or two.
With your friends.
Thank you.
So cheers and Happy New Year's, because that's right around the corner.
Yes.
Oh, you're a silly cat. Puff. Puff. Say goodbye, Dave. There you are.
Bye, Dave.
And here comes another one. Oh, my God.
Why are they all over the camera right now?
I don't know.